Greetings, dear ones, I am Korean of Magnetic Service. There is an opportunity here. To my young partner's consciousness expands and I background to your heart to bring this message. Not that I'm not cast full-time, because you know I'm always with you. But I mean that there is an opening of feelings that enables him to notice me more easily and can bring to the linearity information to begin to deliver. He opened the door, and I went through. He let me in. Whenever he opens the door, I go. And while writing these words on your computer, it asks, what will be the end of this message? What title will have this message? What is the general context of this message? He wonders now. Well, I answer him, young man, let it flow, just let it flow. This will not be a long message, but know that will be loaded with family love as always. I asked my young partner to put a song that expresses what this message means. I will inspire find. He will find. Audio above. My dear people, my angels, you have many questions to ask, many questions to be resolved, many concerns to be reassured. You have spent many lives between coming and going. You experienced all and here you are again, tired and saying well, now comes. I cannot stand. Oh. That's nice. Smile, that's good, because when they get to that point, you begin to really hear the voice of the Spirit. You will begin to notice the silent voice of the Spirit in you. What do Korean? What are you talking about? I'm tired, exhausted, and you say you will now hear? Spirit said to me to be so good? Yes, my dear. This is the time of delivery. You have realized that most of the time, their insights occur when you give up? You see, my dear, I mean, when you lose what we are stuck, you just relax, can breathe normally and then you can see things, understand? When you give up what is not important, you begin to realize what is important. So we were happy when you gave up something for so long. Puff, give up, is not there. As I said, you have many questions, but some of you are still holding the reins of the old pattern. You want the new, want the answers, but you do not release the old pattern. Why, my dear, why? Who are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? There is nothing bad coming. Note that you see, feel something new coming, but you, for security, are still grasping the old standard. Well, I'm not sure what's coming, then by guarantee, I hold you here until you have sure. Oh, how linear. Laughs, my dear, I tell you again, there is nothing wrong coming, okay? It's all right. Often you ask something to the Spirit and intensify its powerful intentions and it begins to manifest. When it begins, many of you are still afraid of what they've always wanted. Oh, my beloved humans, do not be so insecure. You have heard of the Master ask, and it shall be granted. I say more, my dear, trust and drop, that all questions be answered them will. The answers are hanging over you, my dear, and until you relax, until you breathe freely, they will not clear. Imagine if now holding a rope. It is a thick rope. You are holding the pulling, indeed. Pulling to his side, while at the other end there is another force pulling. Then it becomes a tug of war. You can no longer breathe, but are harder to pull your hand, because you are sure to need to keep on your side, the other side continues to force, and you too. You're red now, almost without air, so hard to do to keep it on your side, and all that's left you now, my dear, is drop, let go. Relax, let go. At first you may feel disappointment, frustration, discouragement because you could not endure. That's good, my dear. That's what their souls wanted. Do not you would bear with, you let go, they released you, that's what you have done for so long, my dear. They clung to fear, insecurity, and doubt. When you let go, you breathe. When you breathe, you are silent. When silence, you hear the Spirit. When listening, you enter the flow, and when the flow, you have all the answers. Very simple, no? Yes, it is. It so happens, my dear. And therein lies the answer to all your questions. And there's a good title for this message. Yes, the answer to all your questions. You only need to drop. There's nothing out there, My dear. You only need to look inside. There is a lot of energy coming into the planet now. Where are you, Lightworker? What are you doing? This is your moment. That's why you came. For this moment. Do not be afraid of what is coming, because that's why both waited. Do not be afraid to drop the old world, because it was for this that also came. For right now, let go and show others how to do. Did you know that thousands of souls waiting for a gesture, his dear Lightworker? Did you know that there are many people close to you who expect their attitude to go ahead and do what you always wanted to do? Yes, dear, display the way. You are the pioneers on this planet. As the Pleiadians also were. They went through it, and they started this with you. And now they are going as they were and will leave a legacy, just as they did. What are you waiting, Lightworker? More here. Many of you will come back to this planet. Some who follow his legacy of Lightworker, still look to heaven and say we want to go with you, and you beside him say I'm here. I did not go anywhere, my brother. Oh, my dear, I'm thrilled and happy, Krian, and say I'm too. This is what is happening now, and will happen more often. You look at the sky now and say the same. I would like to go with you, I would leave. That's what you sometimes do, not you? The Pleiadians and all its star family respond immediately, we did not go anywhere, we're here with you, Krian, but I do not listen. Oh! You only hear with his two hands. With only one hand, you cannot. Smile, that's a good metaphor. Get out of here. You came to sow on this planet and you will not leave here until they have done. This is not Krian who says, nor his entourage, nor their guides and mentors. Are yourself that the said? Hey, part of his speech, beloved worker of light, before you sow. There is a planet, a distant planet where there is life. There also is no darkness, and it needs to be dissipated. I want to go, I sow, I put my heart in the heart of this planet. I want to integrate myself completely. I know that this integration, lose the memory of who I am, I know that I will be mistreated, I will be harassed, I know, but still want to go, because it's my way. There will be pain that will make me think about quitting. I feel alone, abandoned, but I also know that when you are about to fall, a force will make to lift me, and it is this force that will sustain me, it is this force that I know that is the way. The darkness will dissipating, love will reign, and I will not leave this planet, to see this be consummated. I promise. We hear this. We are there and emocionamos. We have said this before to you. My dear, we're with you every step of the way. There is the fear that, there is what to look for, as well as yourself. The adjustment process of your DNA is advancing. We're working on it, and 40% is a very good number. Trust that are good. There is no reason to be afraid really. Only need to release the tug of war. We know you will not give up until you see what they promise to fulfill. Leave this planet now? Now that everything is showing? Now that both you dreamed is manifesting? Oh no. I know it will not. Enjoy the moment. Listen to us, hear your family. It's a good message for the moment. It's a good energy and a good reinforcement to trust and drop. Here is a good answer to all your questions. God is with me, all okay, always good. There is more. More, I'll be back. I am Korean. For me it is an honor to represent each of you and have each of you representing my energy. Because it is so, because it is.